Hey everybody, as I wrap up this first season, I noticed that like some of my guests had a similar experience, and it was like, like 5 or 6 people of my really, cool friends that had never been on a podcast, and I thought that was like very interesting. So it got me to thinking maybe a lot of people feel that way, and so I wanted them to say what their experience was. So I had them to make me some little short videos about their experience on the podcast so you could see it from a guest perspective. Just getting that feedback of like, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? So then that way I can only make this thing better. So enjoy.
Hey everyone, I was fortunate enough to be on an early episode of the Life Moderated podcast with my friend Scotty Gassner. What a brilliant time. So the experience was more than the podcast. It was going in, it was being greeted, it was having food with friends, experiencing a good time, and then going in and chatting about some fun and light topics, but then some deeper topics as well, and not just staying surface level. It was really cool to connect that
Hanging out
way.
with Scotty is always fun, but being on his podcast is especially enjoyable because he makes it a full experience. He goes above and beyond to make sure you're relaxed and comfortable and enjoying yourself. Before you come on the show, he asks you your preferred drink and your preferred meal, and he provides that when you arrive. The whole thing is so casual, you kind of forget that the camera is rolling.
My goodness, that was not done moderately. Turn that fan on. Scotty, what's up, buddy? Sorry, just had a quick meeting. Man, it's been awesome to see your dream come to life with the Moderately Good podcast. It's been an honor to be on it. It's been fun to listen to all the other ones. It's thoroughly enjoying it, my man. Hopefully I get back and hang out with you a little bit, but until then, man, keep it up. Things are going really well. Each one's getting better and better, and sooner or later you're going to have to introduce me to all these cool people, man. Love you, brother. See ya.
Hey guys, it's Norm. I just want to say I really have been enjoying all of the interviews and all of the content on a Moderately Good podcast. It's been really cool to see everybody's experiences and, the ways that they are living life. So keep it up.
Top of the morning. Namaste. Hey, big shout out to my boy Scott, man. I just want to say thank you for having me on the podcast. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and thank you for asking all the pertinent questions to get my story out, man. God bless you, man. Keep doing your thing. Peace.
Scotty G, my brother. Great catching up with you on a Moderately Good podcast. I love your content. The interview was great. Had a good time sitting down with you. And I look forward to chatting with you again soon. Much love to you, brother.
What's going on, party people? J.O. to the D.Y. here. I just want to give a shout out to my boy Scotty Super G. I just did my very first podcast a couple months back. It was flat out awesome. Had a badass time. Totally comfortable. Can't wait to do it again. Podcasting moderately. Scotty Super G. Check it out. Peace.
A lot of my friends have been asking me, what was it like to be on a Moderately Good podcast with Scott Gassner? Well, to me, it was like running into an old friend at a coffee shop and sitting down and having a conversation and picking up right where you left off. It was a great time, great experience, and I'd be happy to be back.
Hey, this is Justin Shaner here, and I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Scott Gassner and a Moderately Good podcast. Man, he invited me out, and it was my first podcast to ever do, and really opened the doors for me, man. And the future is wide and open, and I'm enjoying listening to him and letting his podcast grow and watching us both grow from there. Thank you, Scotty.
Hey everyone, so a few weeks ago I got a phone call from my buddy Scotty and Joey asking me if I'd like to be on their podcast, and without hesitation I said yes. Following that phone call I kind of hung up and I thought to myself, well, why would they actually want to talk to me? And I kind of racked my brain on all the different things that we've discussed in our lives when we've got together in person. And we've covered topics like Houston hip-hop from the 2000s, sneakers, Jordans, country music, comedy, relationships, getting married, all kinds of topics. So I wasn't really sure what I was getting into. But on the day that I showed up for recording, man, it couldn't have gone better. And Scotty is such a great host. And I sat back and kind of realized that he gave me an opportunity to talk about different experiences in my life and reflect on them in a meaningful way. As for what we talked about and the topics that we covered, guess you'll have to tune in and find out.
Hey, Scotty, just wanted to reach out. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast. What an awesome experience I had. Thank you for letting me promote my brand, Paisa, out there. You got a great thing going on in Austin, Texas. I recommend everyone, if they get a chance to have the experience that I did with Scotty, go take it. It's a fantastic time, and have a great day. Thanks.
Oh, hello there. So I recently went on Scott's podcast, a moderately good podcast, and I had a great time. Not only is Scott just a caring and just genuine person, but he's also just he's a great host. And going on the podcast, it didn't feel like I was presenting to anyone or that I really had an audience. It felt like a conversation between two friends. And I had a ton of fun. I had a blast. He's a very fun, just loving, caring person. And, I hope he invites me back. So, yeah.
So one more thing. I want to do some big shout outs and thank yous. People that make this thing happen and make this thing cool along with me. I couldn't do this without my guy Joe. You can find him at Above Average Joe. He does cool photography. He does videos. He chases bourbon. He's got another account where he chases bourbon. It's all connected. You can find it all on his Instagram account. That's at Above Average Joe. Joe, thank you for everything you do for me. Shout out to my guy Jaron. He's the one that made this custom shirt, like one of a kind, custom bleached of a Moderately Good podcast. I appreciate you, my man. Go to his Instagram. It's at No Names Originals. He does cool artwork, lots of cool stuff on his Instagram site. And then I want to say a shout out to my guy Hunter. You can go to youngoctober.com and find a bunch of cool clothing there. And then last but not least, my guy Mo, he's on the Go Bubble app. It's a detailing service to you. Thank you, y'all guys. I really appreciate it. And thank you for listening. Thank you for everyone that listened. Tell your friends. I hope you keep listening. I hope it only gets better. I truly appreciate it, and thank you.